Hello everybody, it's me, TONIK TZW, and I'm trying to get through some of these decent arena replays. This one's in the German Tier 6 Premium, the Z35. As you can see, it's quite a healthy base XP score, but we are going to have to take one for the team on this one to secure the victory. You don't always survive a battle, but in winning, we're going to fight our little bums off. So there we go. I'm teamed up with a Miyoko and a King George V. There is half a division on Alpha Team, or 66.6%, and the other two Bravo and Delta teams are also pug groups, pickup groups, where Matchmaker has just thrown us all together. Now, when you get thrown into a game like this, obviously a division always has an advantage. I do always speak up on mic and ask if anybody's listening in, or if they're able to talk, because communication can win games. If you've watched us live stream, if you've watched some of the other replays, whoever I am in with, we are always talking, always communicating, sometimes getting cross with each other, but mostly it works. So to start with, I am going to get out there and spot the other guys do seem to be following me, and I feel slightly more comfortable that I've got a little bit of support. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is try and spot a ship and see what colour they are. Now, one of the guys, Legendary V19, who is in the top 10 of Arena at the moment, told me he's been keeping a little notebook for the different maps that he plays, and marking down which team spawns where, so that he knows who he's going to be getting into a fight with. And I thought that was actually a very clever little thing to do. So cheers for that little tip, Legendary. It could make a difference to future arenas, but hey, who knows? Now, as we're sailing in, we're looking at picking up what boosters we can. I'm telling the guys that I'm with what I'm going to do. I'm getting close to the cap. I can see that the closest team is now off to my port side. That is left for us who don't sail ships. Like me, I always sail left and right, not port and starboard. But we're tracking and tracing, and there we go. We flip back across to the right. Pink are spotted behind us, so we know that they have got half a division. They've got a Scharnhorst, I think it's a York, and they've got a Cossack 38. So somebody obviously has more money than sense, because the Cossack 38 is actually a worse ship than the standard Cossack, because it doesn't have sonar. It also doesn't have a secondary gun on the back of it either. But yeah, hey, some people have more money than sense. Some people just have lots of money. I have no sense and I have no money. So that's the way it is for me. Start the new year skint. We just put the torpedoes off because that team have obviously had enough time to push over towards that booster, and I'm kind of expecting to see a destroyer appear somewhere in front of me. That Atlanta could really do with getting off the map. It looks like there's a fight going on over there, and I'm just wondering if the destroyer is actually way across there with the Atlanta. We get another ship spotted. He's pushing into the rock, so we're going to move a little bit further forward. We see a smoke screen going up. That Scharnhorst is still spotted out there, and it looks like he's going to push in towards the capture point. So I want to open up a little bit of distance to him. Our cruiser is way off the back, but he has got range. Another ship gets spotted. I'm looking around thinking, where the hell is that? But it is that ship out there. I know he's got sonar. I know he's got secondaries. I know he's got torpedoes. So we don't want to get too close. But what we do want is for our teammates to start shooting at things. Running this ship, we're running Blue Furora or Furiora with Eric Bay and Sims, and as I said, I'm running my destroyers Not full concealment at the moment. I'm running it with a few extra hit points because those can mean the difference between life and death, or at least surviving long enough to be able to do something and turn the tide, to quote World of Warships hashtag, to turn the tide in your favour. I put my torps out through that smoke. The Atlanta obviously knows that they're coming. He's backing up. He knows there's a destroyer out here now on his flank. But having pushed him out of that smoke, it means he's now visible to the other team that's out there. Although that team does not look like it's long of this world, because they've already lost 2 ships. So we've got 3 full teams and 1 team that has been slapped around a little bit. Again, you think about it, there are 7 ships in this game, and there we go, there's only 1 that's spotted. He is pushing down. There's the Atlanta. I'm saying, look, please guys, get the shots on him. He's a big risk to me, so seeing him disappear from the map would really do me a huge favour. We've got the Scharnhorst out there. We've got the cruiser. They are squeezing red team now. So pink is squeezing red. Red are being squeezed by us blue. And I'm now going to push in towards the cap, because what I want to do is make them think. Because there are a lot of games where you get one team who runs in the cap, takes it, holds it, wins it, hands down, 3 minutes before anybody has a chance to react. My perceptive indicator swings back towards my bow, and as I touch the cap, we're going to make things a little bit more interesting. There we go. It's 2.5 minutes for the cap, not 3, sorry. And there Z35 takes out the Colorado. So we know we've got a Z35, we've got me in a Z35, and we've got the Cossack 38, who has just got himself spotted somehow. I have no idea, perhaps the Atlanta, but he is getting rained on. And those hit points are going to do me a little bit of a favour. Our guys are now on to pink team. Red team are still out there with 2 ships. I imagine that Cossack or the Z35 is going to be one to come in towards the cap, because nobody wants a cap to be turned uncontested. So I am going to swing it around and use this island on the cap for a little bit of cover, because all those guys are shooting each other, which means that they're going to stay spotted. And that's good. It means that I don't have to spot. One of those destroyers is going to have to come for the cap. I'm located. It means that I'm the closest ship to him, so he's not hunting my cruiser and my battleship. And I am going to swing and try and draw that guy into me. We're just looking for when the cap gets contested, and this is one of the things. It's about using the information that is showing to you in the game to understand what's going on. So the minute this cap gets contested, it means that there is another ship within the cap ring. So looking at my detection radius, I know pretty much how long I've got. There is the Cossack 38. We're going to put some guns on him, do what damage we can. Now he hasn't got sonar. My sonar's currently on cooldown. We're not going to sit in this smoke and wait for torpedoes to come round. But what we are looking at is our sonar is coming off a cooldown. And we, knowing this guy is pushing into us, are going to light him up like a Christmas tree on sonar. And now I'm going to call for fire on him. But I think he's just going to get around the corner and not quite in a position where my team can get shots on him. But they are engaged on the other side of the map. So I'm thinking, okay, I'm pretty much on my own here. So now we're going to play a game of Ring of Roses. We are, 9 minutes into the game now? there's still, what, 6, 7, 8 ships in. So actually, some of these arena games, I think, are played better than some of the standard games where you can be 5 ships down in a couple of minutes. Pink team have decided that they want to be in the cap, so I'm going to slap some torps out and see if either of those two sail into them. We know that the Cossack is there on the end of the island. Our sonar's still running, but what are we going to do now is we're actually going to get off this cap and we're going to reposition. Those guys want the cap. The Cossack is obviously sailing round off the cap, but in pushing this way, Perceptive moves to our bow. We get spotted, and there is the other Z35. Now my team are dialed in to this guy. They have him spotted. He's on sonar for a couple of seconds more. The shots are going in. My engine is out. I've got a pink team shooting at me, but we're going to take this guy down, and he is going to disappear, and that is going to leave pink team. So I've traded half my hit points for a destroyer kill. We lose our engine, but the Cossack in firing lets us know exactly where he is. We are getting absolutely pummeled. It's not a nice position to be in, but we drop detection and we turn again and get one set of torpedoes off back towards the capture point. We've got a smoke screen left, but it's just under a minute before that one pops back up. The cruiser has gone around the corner. The destroyer was on the north edge. And the Scharnhorst is burning, is ticking. But if there's a ship in close range to him, we know that he can, be kept alive for quite a while using will to rebuild. We don't want that cruiser sitting on a corner and spamming across the top, so I am going to push down here. I'm staying off the cap because I want my team to get as much XP as possible out of this, and cap resets are where it's going to be. Pink team are turning this very quickly. The Scharnhorst is very obviously backing off the cap because anytime he gets hit, cap points get reset. But the cap points are collected by each ship, which means that the New Orleans and the destroyer are both collecting capture points as well. Scharnhorst realizes he's going to get burned out. I know that we need to get some hits on the destroyer because he is the one that is holding all the capture points, as is the cruiser, who hasn't had any shots landed on him at the moment. So we are now going to try and see what we can do to get some capture resets. There we go. We get one on the cruiser, who drops out of sight. The Scharnhorst has seen the torpedoes coming. We get some guns on him just to add insult to injury, and he disappears. The cruiser is pushing down the far side of the cap. The battleship is now pushing in. It is 3v2. There is the cruiser spotted. He's avoided my torpedoes, but he is holding capture points, and we want to distract his attention from our big ships. He's going to want to kill me. Destroyer gets himself spotted, and in doing so, he just makes it possible for me to reset all the cap points that he has been holding. He's got himself spotted. I'm just using what hit points I have left to get as many hits on what I can. We get some hits on the cruiser. I'm really hoping that that battleship can volley it, but he is going to survive just long enough. But the Cossack is spotted. We get a fire on him. I think he damage controls that straight away, but in the close and salvos we land another fire. He can't put that out. His cruiser is gone. He's burning. I don't think he has any smoke screens left, and the Miyoko is going to come in and finish it with a flurry. And that, even though it was complete randoms, it is a victory for Blue Team. Certainly hard fought, bit of a squeeze going on at the start, a slugging fest in the middle, and then a little bit of a tactical play in getting people to reveal their positions so that we could pummel them and take the victory from them. But there we go. 30,058 base XP. We get 4 kills for the team, so we would have won it on kills if the cap hadn't been taken anyway, as long as we had survived. What do we get? 379,000 credits, so not huge bank on that one, but certainly more than enough to keep the balance healthy. So I hope you've enjoyed watching this one. It just goes to show that even with complete randoms, you can still pull a victory. And if you enjoyed that one, stick around, click one of these links and watch another video. If you haven't already done so, click that subscribe button, smash the like. And until next time, take care and goodbye.